But it was funny because the outlet was such a great place. And like Keith, I do Keith and I do a show and all that, but I was after them. What year did you start hanging out at the outlet?
It's a good question. It's a long time ago. Early '80s, and I was running around doing. I mean, I was going up to New York. I was taking the train up to New York. I was going up. I was studying. There was a place called the Manhattan Punchline Institute. I was studying improv. A guy named Michael Golding. Michael Golding ran the improv group at the comic strip. So we would do class, and then we'd run over to the comic strip, and I'd watch Dom Herrera and guys like that. And I would go up there and watch the New York comics, and then work on my stand-up. I was trying to put, you try to figure it out. But I was so young. You don't find your voice in stand-up until you've been doing it for like 7 to 9 years. I was like so young. My point of view changed so much. So I did it. I got to LA. I started working at the Comedy Store as a doorman. I got the runner job at the Comedy Store, and I ran into, hung out with Kinison. I went on the road with Kinison, Sam Kinison. I was wound up being one of the Outlaws of Comedy. I toured with Sam for about 5 years and started going out. That's what I would do back in the day. Like, I was on the road with Kinison, and so I would call the comedy clubs, and remember the old Comedy USA? They had a book with all the comedy listings.
Yeah.
All the comedy clubs up, and I would invite the bookers out and the owners out to a VIP backstage passes. And so they would go, "Oh, we're going to go see Kinison tonight." And so they would come backstage. They would introduce Sam and get their card. And go, "Listen, and they'd see you in front of 6,300 people, 5,000 people, and you're just annihilating and killing." And so they go, "Yeah, come back and do our club." And I go, so I would circle back around and do all those gigs. And it was everywhere. We did 70 city tours, 50 city tours, 30 city tours, and all these markets and all these places. And so I was always, I just want to go on the road and make a living doing it, And and believe me, I've been everywhere 3-4 times, every little nook and cranny of this country. I mean, it was crazy. But I drove, you had the creative runs, going through these bacon and grits outpost areas in the Southeast and Northwest, all the triple runs, all the comedy clubs. I mean, I literally have been fucking everywhere. I mean, I've traveled this country extensively to the point where it seemed like you were almost like a truck driver. Got to go drop off a load of drunks and freaking, in this place and just drive it all night, get the gig, get a gig, and you had to go to Boulder from LA to Boulder, Colorado, which is like an 18-hour drive, and just drive straight on through and just, madness, a road warrior. But I also said to myself during that time, you're either going to get better or you're going to get bitter. And I chose to get better. I mean, it was like, I know people would kill to be able to make a living doing something. I mean, this is the life, I never would get angry at it. I'm not a bitter guy at all. I root for my friends to win. I think all my friends' wins are my wins. Everybody's on their own path here, whatever your path is.
Cooper's Comedy Corner.